Hey, what's up, Internet? I'm Troy to the Max Extreme.
And I'm Ghost Hunter Dave.
And along with our mysterious third member,
who's yet to make an appearance.
That's right.
But I just talked with him. He may. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. More of that as that develops. But we become Imperius Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Today is part 3 of our Hickmania tour across the world. Last episode might have wrecked us mentally.
Oh, man.
There's so much things. So much things.
So much things.
All big, so much things happen between New Avengers and Avengers that lead up to now, when we're talking about Time Runs Out.
Troy, just to cut to the chase here, we talked about this earlier, so I'm going to flash us back to when we covered it already, because we're running out of tape.
The whole time that they have this Black Swan in capture, she's going over, like, the Great Destroyer, and you don't get a ton on her backstory.
Right, you're like, what is this Great Destroyer? What's she talking about?
And every time you see, like, a big incursion and then, like, something else coming, you're like, oh, this must be it. And it's not. It's just one central being until it finally wraps up, and it's like just a big time loop where the Great Destroyer ends up being Dr. Doom.
With the help of
Molecule
Man.
Yeah, and so and that leads you into, like, Time Runs Out and then eventually coming into Secret Wars.
Because Molecule Man is essentially like the universe's self-destruct button.
That's how Hickman puts it.
Created by the Beyonders.
Yeah.
Immense, just like alien elder god, like you can't even begin to fathom what their purpose is. They've created everything.
Yes.
And they are sick of it. And they're wiping them out universe and reality by reality through the Molecule Man.
Mm-hmm.
So the Black Swans, on order of Doom, because he figures all this out, are going and killing the Molecule Man or the universe he's in.
Yes.
To stop the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just gotta say some of these things out loud before I completely commit to it. So Doom and his henchmen are destroying worlds to save all of reality.
Right.
Because the Beyonders are like,
they're out to
F it.
Just
we're done.
Clean slate and start over.
Start over with dinosaurs again.
That's where it started, 8,000 years ago.
So if you can wrap your head around that, Doom is retroactively pushing the story forward.
Right.
And him, Doctor Strange, who is like full-on possessed by the devil at this point, right?
Yes.
And Molecule Man, ride this crazy fantastic car thing to the far reaches of the universe to meet the Beyonders.
Yes.
Showdown with them. Once again, Doom is showing down with someone. Like, before it was the Celestials, now it's like the god of all gods. And they're like, get out of here. What are you doing? Mortals. But Doom has a plan. He has, like, a basket full of Molecule Men from all the realities that they've saved. And he just, like, throws them at them. Blows them up. Because they're like ticking time bombs. I'm doing this a disservice. Kills the Beyonders. And creates, like, the full-on...
Just had a synapse.
White event. That starts creeping into all the universes, leading to Secret Wars. Doom blowing up the Beyonders obliterates everything. And all of the Beyonders' powers have to go somewhere. So the Molecule Man channels it into Doom. And it could have gone to Strange, and he says, no, I don't want it. So it goes to Dr. Doom, the best person to wield the power of the gods of all gods.
Yeah.
And as that happens, there's an incursion happening again. The Ultimate Universe, the only one left standing at this point, and the regular Marvel Universe. Meanwhile, the Cabal has landed on the Ultimate Universe, and they've got evil Reed Richards there.
Yeah.
And they're ready to fight. So Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury, is leading the Ultimates while regular Marvel Universe is going to battle with them. They're all right in the midst of this big old fisticuffs, and then boom, all of reality's gone.
And that leads us into the finale, Secret Wars.
So thanks for staying. I don't even know which camera to look at. It's taking its toll on me. You'd think we've been recording for days. Oh my god. Well, Internet, thanks for sticking with us because we're on the home stretch now.
Yeah.
177 issues. Hickmania.
That's right.
It's like training for a marathon, Troy. We're not even that drunk. It's just so much to handle.
So much information.
We can't even keep straight what happens when. It's 177 issues.
And
There's bound to be some mistakes.
Hickman packs like 6 issues worth of stuff into one issue when you least expect it.
Yeah.
Because he'll be playing the long game until like everything just goes and clicks into place and you're like, holy shit!
What we just said, Doctor Doom, he becomes a god essentially.
Yeah.
Everything goes white. Thor and Hyperion charge against the breach.
Yep.
Thor is worthy now because he can pick up the hammer. Or he can't pick up the hammer.
He can't pick up the unworthy hammer. All of these things.
So much. We didn't even touch on this. There's so many things, Troy. Should I leave that in? What do I do?
At this point, everything is good.
This is the one that might break us.
They very well could. This is where we lose all of our subscribers. So, Doctor Doom becomes a god at the end of Time Runs Out. Huge white event happens.
Yep.
Slates wiped clean.
The
Day.
universe is over.
That's right.
All of existence,
Everything.
finito.
Everything dies.
Yes.
Only to be rebirthed
Ooh.
in Doctor Doom's own creation.
Oh my.
Here we are, Secret Wars
2015.
2015.
Year of our Lord.
Parentheses.
Doctor Doom.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right off the bat.
Tell
Secret
me.
Wars
Lay it on me.
was a smaller story than what I envisioned it to be.
I'm going to tell you too, I didn't like it.
Really?
No. I'm just throwing that out there. I loved it.
Oh my god. My heart. I can't take it.
I enjoyed it thoroughly. For the record. It's quite good.
Yeah.
Could have used more.
I could have used more. After I finished Secret Wars, it felt like with all the hype around it and all of everything tying into it, you would think that the main story, like, I mean, Marvel puts out events every single year, and they're big,
3
huge,
this week.
big, huge, bombastic events.
Here's one.
And for just the main story of Secret War, it's just simply a Doctor Doom story.
Small scale.
And
It's a Doctor Doom Game of Thrones.
Very much so. Even though I've never seen Game of Thrones, come at me, Internet. I don't care.
You should really watch it. It's quite good.
But it was very refreshing to read, and I loved it because he's teaming up again with Assad Ribic.
Yep.
Oh my god, his art is just out of this world. You really get to see the hubris of Doctor Doom in this. In ways that, like, you kind of hinted at earlier on in his run, where you see him create a universe before with the Infinity Gauntlets.
Ooh.
And it
The regular
totally...
Hickman callback. to one of our episodes where we remember to throw it in so we can call it back later.
Nailed it!
Yes. We're on to you, Jonathan.
And so we got to see how that already ended.
You and your charts and graphs.
We're on to you. I've read a chart once.
Yeah, I couldn't get anything out of it. Just looked like shapes to me.
But we saw how that ended terribly. His whole universe he created turned on him.
Oh, he's the worst.
In almost cyclical fashion, if it weren't for the people that came in the raft, it would still be that universe today.
Troy, back it up.
Okay.
Back it up. Beep, beep,
beep, beep, beep. Sweet.
What's this? Yeah, that was good. Cheers. Oh, man. I miss this. Did you spit a little?
God damn it.
What happened? You get
Spit.
spilled?
I missed my mouth.
Secret Wars.
Yes.
New reader. Opens it up. Boom. Battle Royale between the Marvel Universe proper and the Ultimate Universe.
Yes.
Which has been going strong for 15 years until it wasn't anymore, and no one wanted to read it anymore, and they decided they needed to kill it off.
But we like this person, and this person. So somehow they need to get to where they're not dead.
Yes. What better way than to do like a Crisis on Infinite Earths and just pick your favorite moments, put them all together.
Yep.
Boom. Battle World, Doom style. So Dr. Doom, now with the powers of the Beyonders, he's God, powered by Molecule Man, he's his battery. He essentially creates the entire universe from memory.
Yeah, right.
He creates a world, and he picks out pieces, populates it. He's the ruler, he's God, full-on God.
Right.
A physical God.
Yes.
And he's got these different districts and territories run by regular mainstays in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
There's like a Mr. Sinister area.
Yeah, this would be a perfect place to put up the map of Battle World.
We'll see if I do it. You know what? I'm not... When you push me like that, I want to... You back me into a corner, I don't want to do it.
He's done it.
I gotta put it up.
He's done it.
So, the world's split into a lot of different factions. There's an Ultron world. There's a Marvel Zombies world.
Yep.
There's New York Hulk world. Yes.
All of those tie-ins taking place in all of these different districts.
None of them having really anything to do with the book we're talking about.
It's
so
just
we'll just skip
extra
over that.
fun.
Yes.
So the battle between the Ultimate Universe and the 616 Universe culminates in a few characters getting on a life raft in order to survive the white event that's happening because of Doom's ultimate power now.
Absolutely.
These characters somehow are suspended outside of everything and end up crash landing into the new battle world.
Yes.
And they are the only survivors of the previous universe that you've known since 1960.
Not the only survivors, because who else gets on a life raft? Evil Reed Richards from Ultimate Universe.
That's right.
And Thanos and crew.
Yes.
And Namor?
Yes.
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 So, the evil version of the good version.
Right.
They're fine, too.
Yeah.
Doom's people, he's got an army of Thors. They're like his policemen. They go and uncover this evil life raft, and the Cabal essentially gets let loose.
Right.
Doctor Strange, who is Doom's sheriff, and the only other person, except Doom, who remembers the previous world, sees this, and then he's like, oh shit, this brings to mind something. I found another one of these life rafts like 8 years ago. Let's take a look inside. And it's all the heroes. They're out. They're fine. And they're like, what happened? And like right off the bat, Reed is like, Doom is God.
And Doom is God, and he's also taken my place. Because Doom is so fucking vain that he takes Reed Richards' place in the fact that he is now married to Sue. And
father to Valeria.
Yeah, and Franklin.
Yep.
And the Human Torch is now the sun. And the Thing is the wall.
Yep.
And it's like...
keeping out the White Walkers or Marvel Zombies.
Right. I love that part. Like, the whole story of Secret Wars is like just the vanity of Doctor Doom. his disfigurement that you've only seen in this story. Like you've never seen Doctor Doom's face. Nobody has. It's not canon until Secret Wars 2015.
Yes. So there's a moment where and for the most part, Doom isn't a terrible ruler.
No.
He's keeping order. He saved everybody.
Right.
And he wants people to acknowledge that he did it.
Right.
Because he's got an inferiority complex.
Yeah.
And he keeps the mask on because, he can't cure his face.
Apparently not.
And Sue tells him, take your mask off. And he does it. He's hideous. He is a monstrosity.
Yeah. And in pure Assad Ribic fashion, it is just the most beautiful, grotesque drawing I've ever seen. And, his face is, all gangrene and, things are rotted away. He's missing teeth.
Yep.
And it's like...
And she's like, it's alright. It's not that bad.
If I squint and I'm drunk and I have my eyes closed...
Maybe you're better... Maybe you have a side. Maybe you have a better side.
But I love the fact that at the end of everything, it shows,
we see Doom...
at his most personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we haven't touched on this, but this is also, the last Fantastic Four story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, having it be Doom-centric is pivotal.
Yeah, perfect.
So, the gang of rebels, essentially, they want to overthrow Doom, and they do. They get a couple different factions. Namor and Black Panther kind of team up, which is great.
Yes.
And it brings back, at this point in Marvel Universe, Black Panther is the King of the Dead. And Namor kind of is joshing him, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
And then Black Panther's check this out. And he commands the entire horde of the Marvel zombies.
Yeah.
And he just opens up a portal and they pour into Castle Doom.
Yeah, that's a good word to use. Pour.
He just, they are just bombarded, World War Z style. The Marvel zombies attack.
Exactly, yep.
Everything goes to hell. So amidst all, the battling and the chaos, Thanos is, gathering his group, and he's gonna go storm the throne.
Yep.
And Doom, they square off, and Thanos is like, let's go, Doom.
Yeah.
Doom's like, you got an Infinity Gauntlet? He's like, I don't even need one. Boom! Doom just rips his spine out, and he's dust.
Idiot.
So Doom is a badass in this. But Thanos was kind of a badass, too.
Until he gets the spine ripped
out. He's dead, yeah. Not a wise choice. This is 8-9 issues. It doesn't seem like a ton happens until the end. It's a lot of just fleshing the world out.
Yep.
You realize Molecule Man is the one responsible for Doom having the power.
Yep.
And he's hidden away. And evil Reed Richards wants to get to him, so he teams up with regular Reed Richards. And they want to uncover the source of Doom's power. They get there, and evil Reed Richards, fucks him over. And then Molecule Man's like, I don't like that. And, slices him up, and then decides he's going to work with Reed Richards.
Yeah.
And what else happens? Eventually, they face off, Doom and Reed.
Yeah. Oh,
it all comes down to this.
Yeah, and they eventually butt heads and are in a physical fight, and Reed has him on the ropes, and he's makes Doom admit that Reed has always been the better man. And I'm just like, holy fuck. This is
75 years in the making.
It's so good. It's such an amazing payoff to the end of all of this.
Yeah, because Fantastic Four was one of the first Marvel comics, the first big superhero comic.
Yeah.
And after this, it's essentially done until Marvel gets the film rights back.
Yeah.
So this is their signing off period, and they basically just said Hickman, wrap it up. So he does in grandiose fashion.
Yeah.
Better than I think about anyone could do it.
Yeah.
It comes down to Reed and Doom.
That's it.
Their personal grudge against each other. And Doom thinking he's always better. And Reed makes him admit, yes, Reed could have done this better.
Yeah.
And then Molecule Man is like, oh, really? And he just gives Reed all the power. Everything goes white, and Reed Richards rebuilds the current state of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Everything that's right now in canon is what Reed has done with his, godlike powers.
Yeah.
So it breaks to me, is Reed still, a god, or was it just, a one-off? fix everything, solve everything. He did.
He did.
Oh,
holy
man.
shit!
It's still paying off.
Holy shit!
Oh, he does. He fixes everything.
Yeah.
Oh man, Hickman.
I can only hope that everyone just saw it wash over us as we both came to it at the same time.
Oh, he solved everything. He saved the world. He remade everything good. And
it is out now, continuing making everything else.
yes, so him and his family decide they're not going to be superheroes anymore. Ben and Johnny are going to stay on Earth. They're going to do whatever.
The popular ones.
Yes. But Reed, Sue, and his children going in the Fantastic ship and blasting off and creating universes.
Yeah.
With Franklin, because Franklin has the power to create universes.
Right.
Maybe we should have mentioned that earlier. So they have essentially saved the world, saved Marvel Comics, done everything. What a thankless job. And then they're just pushed off and their titles canceled.
Right.
But what a send-off.
I know.
And not only do they clean up the world, what do they do for Doom? How does the book end?
It ends with Doom removing his mask, and he's like perfect again. He's whole again.
Yep, his face is fixed. No longer has any grudge against Reed.
Right.
And doesn't it say, like, everything lives?
Yeah.
The final words is everything lives.
Yeah. And it
Which
starts off now.
What a bookend to the everything dies
Exactly.
that we start with.
Yeah. And to start off all of, like, now the new adventures of all of Marvel Comics with Earth Prime, I think now it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's not the 616 anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. What a journey.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, Secret Wars is great, and you can probably read it with varied knowledge of what's going on. It's a great story regardless. But, like, this whole run we've taken from S.H.I.E.L.D. leading into Fantastic Four, bleeding into some Ultimate stuff, and his Avengers run, all leads up, because every step along the way, he's bringing more and more info with him, and all ends up with Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four.
The whole thing
that
is
started the Marvel Universe.
Yes. And it's this handoff where it's like, this is the end of the previous Marvel Universe. Everything is fixed. There you go.
Don't screw it up.
Yes, it's like, this is a great jumping on point, or jumping off, if you're like a long-time reader and you're like, perfect ending.
Yep.
It's insane. Like, looking back on it, 177 issues of Hickmania.
Yeah.
And it ends beautifully.
Yeah.
Troy,
Yes.
Hickmania was a big part of my life in the summer.
You'll remember 2017.
The year of Hickmania. Yes.
Yeah, sure. It's one of the best huge runs of things I've ever read.
My only complaint is, if I wanted to reread this, I could not think of one particular thing. I would want to jump back to the beginning. I would go all the way back to S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, that's like 200 issues.
Yeah. And we didn't even include Secret Warriors.
No, that's another. It's supposed to be great. Comic Book Resources gave it like the #1 spot of all of his stuff. So that's for later.
The only reason we left it out, because we heard that nothing really ties
into this.
Yeah.
No. But it's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll get to it. We'll read it.
You telling me a few episodes ago that, like, he's never really read Fantastic Four before this, and, like, made, like, the quintessential Fantastic Four for me.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And, like, that's the best version of these characters I've ever read. I can't say anything else different.
No.
It's so well done.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. So that concludes Hickmania.
Yeah. Take a breath.
Oh my god. I feel like I haven't taken one in 3 months.
So that was our experience
Yes.
with Jonathan Hickman and his Marvel Comics run. What we would be very curious of what you guys thought of his entire run. Things we missed. I know we missed a ton of stuff.
There's oh my
just
god.
trying to cram this into like a
This is probably going to be like
15-minute
this is a
episode.
full-length movie if you watch all three back to back.
But tell us what you liked. Tell us maybe some gripes that you had that we didn't see.
There could be a couple. Who knows?
If you have some, maybe you're an idiot. I don't know. But let us know down below, and we'd be more than happy to respond to you in the comments section below.
Yeah, go ahead, respond. Like, we'll strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
We got nothing better to do. We got kids to ignore.
And if you want to hit us up on Twitter, do us at
Do us dirty. At IMPERIUS REX Show.
Yeah, at IMPERIUS REX Show on Twitter. We both run that.
We do.
You mostly.
I do.
But I do get notifications for it. Not bragging, but I do.
Yeah, you're welcome. You go ahead, take them. I don't need them.
I might like a thing here or there.
Please
You'll never
do.
know. You'll never know which one is me.
It's usually me.
It is usually him. But yeah, let us know. We would love to open a conversation on this because this is one of the best Marvel things I've read in a very long time.
Yeah, take a breather, take a break, read this, smoke a cigarette, kill yourself. I don't know. It's
Make love to your loved one.
yeah, that's better. Create, don't destroy.
Right.
Come on, folks.
But until next time where we review more in comics.
Ooh, this has been IMPERIUS REX, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen. IMPERIUS REX.
So long.
That's Troy to the Max Extreme. You usually say that. And
You did
I'm
some
Ghost
weird
Hunter
send-off.
Dave.
Let's
Nope, we're sticking with
sticking
it.
with it.
What a weird way to end Hickmania.
Bye-bye.
And for now. Whew. I really have to pee.
Go for it.
I've been holding it all Hickmania.
Oh my God, Dave.